Alright, what's up, guys? Give me a second. Alright, we're live at an auction. We'll jump right into it. It's already been started. Alright, they sold this car. They sold this car for like 16 something here last month, and they're running it again, so I don't know why it got turned down for something. It got turned down for something. Pretty cool color. I love the interior too. It's like an orange or red. But yeah, it brought 16.5 last month. So I don't know if somebody returned it or what have you, but it is back for sale. Did it sell? No sale. Got bid up to 13.5. No sale. Now we're gonna switch back to Nashville because they got a few Corvettes running. So, Nashville, we're switching between cities, between states. We're starting to live stream a little bit early. Do you guys like these cars? I think they're ugly. I think they are ugly. So they got So this car coming up is a red convertible C6, 50,000 miles. 2 owners, heads up display, pretty clean. So I got this, and they have a beautiful Grand Sport with 7,000 miles on it. So if I buy from this auction, it's like $1,500 to ship it. So it'd be pretty expensive. And this lane, they get so much money for their cars, so you can't really steal anything. But yeah. So they got an 07 super clean. But you guys like these Impala SS's? I don't. Alright, here's the red convertible. Good color combination. Pretty clean car. Let's see. Yeah, somebody always got to pop off right out the gate. Good morning, Ed. Good morning. Good morning, Ed. You're going to watch some Corvettes sell today. Some expensive ones. So a problem I have with the 07 is that it's still the LS2 platform, not the LS3. Alright, so this one is so beautiful. I don't like the interior that much, but super good. Interior's not my favorite, but color is the best. 46. Crazy. Damn, look at this. This is crazy. A Grand Sport. 7,000 miles. Dealer only auction. We're live streaming right now for $45,000 almost. This is crazy. I mean, how do you... What do you retail this at? I mean, car is beautiful. But I thought this was like a $43,000, $45,000 retail piece right here. But it's got the heritage package on it. It is manual. That's a big bonus. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this a deal? I don't think this was a deal, guys. And this is not my favorite color combination. This is crazy. That is wild. Here's a Grand Sport. So that's a Grand Sport C6. Here's a Grand Sport C7. Let's look at the price difference. So now let's look at the difference between that C6 Grand Sport that sold and the C7 Grand Sport. Now this one is probably, yeah, automatic. I wonder what the price difference is going to be. Alright. About $10,000 over, $11,000 over. And obviously, guys, of course, disclaimer, these are wholesale prices. These are not retail, but I do believe that C6 sold for retail value. I mean, this one's getting close to retail value. So there's no steals right now in the market on this kind of sports car stuff. That's the hardest part of my business, is getting something to where I can resell to you guys for a good deal. That really is the hardest part. Got a lot of C8s on the market. I mean, a ton. I don't know if just people are unloading all their C8s or what. Maybe they're trying to sell them for that new ZR1. You guys see that new ZR1 ad? We sold a C6 yesterday for $22,000, $22,700 actually, an 08. Alright. Time to switch lanes here for a second. But good morning, guys. All you guys tuned in. Appreciate you guys tuned in early mornings every Wednesday morning. We started this live stream early. I told everybody 10 o'clock, but I saw these cars coming up for sale, so I started the live stream early. Because I wanted to buy that Grand Sport, but I did not want to pay that kind of money for one. Problem is, if I paid that much for that car, obviously I got to price it higher than that, and then I'm gonna look like an idiot pricing my car so much. I'll get so much hate comments for it online. But we're switching lanes real quick. I need to write down what these cars sold for, actually, so I can keep track. Okay, that Grand Sport was crazy. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, buddy? You just missed a crazy Grand Sport sale. Like, insane. I'll show you my screen here in a second. Started live stream early because they had some Corvettes running through that I was trying to buy, but sorry, I got text messages I'm responding to. I got these meta glasses, the AI glasses, so that way I can hear all the messages. And I think I bought girl glasses, though, honestly. They're kind of like big framed. Yes. I'm texting a guy right now who's just. I sold him a Corvette yesterday, and he's so excited to get it in. I know the feeling. All right, so look at this, Kevin. This car was beautiful, but they had a 2011 Corvette Grand Sport, 7,800 miles, 6-speed, which is a big plus on these cars. But it sold for $47,750. That's insane. Like, that's crazy. Retail value on that car is about 45 max. I mean, you'll price it at like 47, but to pay 46, pretty much 47.5 after fees, plus shipping, you're gonna ask over 50,000 for that car. That's crazy to me. I've been watching their price for 2 years. I'll be buying it. It should look nice, but retail should top up. Yeah, that's exactly. What's up, Graham? Thanks for tuning in. Haven't talked to you in a while, except on Instagram. But yeah, you're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. Kevin, the guy that's above you, Badass 1G, he is a Corvette dealer as well in Utah. But yeah, 45,000 in my notes. Right here in my notes, it says very clean 45,000 retail tops. That's what my notes say right here. So you're spot on the money. But from a dealership, I don't know how they're gonna make money off of it, because they're gonna have a probably $800 fee, then ship it, then get it to their car lot. But here's a whole bunch of C8s. I don't know. Maybe people are unloading their C8s to get some money for the ZR1. But the last 2 weeks is the most C8s I've ever seen sell. Like, for sale at the auctions. Never seen more than here lately. 2020 sold for 58, but that's got 40,000 miles on it. Like I said, all these C8s are almost the same price. So thank you guys for tuning in, as always. We're gonna watch these Corvettes for a bit, then we're gonna switch gears and look at a Tesla really quick, because I do want to know the Tesla market, because I do want to kind of buy a Tesla one of these days. And we're also gonna watch one of my cars run through. I wholesaled one of our Corvettes or Camaros, and it's running through the auction today. I got 40,000 for it. I want to see what they get for it, how much they're gonna make. But let me make a post really quick. So I'm making an Instagram post right now. This is a cool color. Oh, well, it's the anniversary package. Nice wing on the back. I kind of like the wings on these cars. Some people don't. I think it really looks good. I think it actually looks weird without a wing. C8s are flooded because everyone wants a Z06, now the ZR1. Good deals coming for C8s. New ones here in 26 miles. Yeah, that new interior looks so much better, in my opinion. Looks so much better. All right, here's the Tesla. We're gonna switch gears really quick. But yeah, I'm glad they did away with that. All the buttons right there. It was a very, very good update. Okay, Tesla's bringing over MMR. That's what I needed to know. I'm on 2x. You're speed rushing through it all. Alright. We are done with San Antonio. So this auction's in San Antonio, Texas. This one's in Dallas, but we're not worried about this one yet. This one is in Nashville, Tennessee. So that's the good thing about bidding online, is you can be at an auction anywhere in the nation. But yeah, I do think the prices on C8s are going to start dropping pretty good. Because you don't understand, I go to a lot of auctions. There's never this many C8s dumping at the same time. Last week was like 30 plus. This week is 30 plus again. Just that's a lot of inventory to hit the market. So, sorry guys, just making this post right here really quick. So a lot of C8s, a lot of C8s. This is a cool color right here. That blue, I like that dark blue color. Would you guys buy a C8 right now, personally? Would you guys do that? I wouldn't. So we do got some C6s in Dallas that we're going to look at as well. Then they have some C8s. They have another Grand Sport as well. Almost done with this post. Alright. I'm back and ready to action. Thank you guys for sticking around while I did that. I tried to do that before I got on here. Thank you. No, I'm okay. Itzy's bringing me a monster to get everything started. Guess they froze on this, I don't know. Clean though.
What is frozen?
I think it's them. Let's see. Yep, it's them. They're there. So again, thank all you guys for tuning in. We got a lot of cars to go through today. So stick around. Let's go look at this Audi. They have an Audi coming up. I love these R8s. I think they're so cool. So they got this Audi R8. But just see this other auction unfroze. What is this? Metallic. What is this, an E-ray or something? Alright, so we're done with this. We're done with this lane. So I want to show you guys this car. Look at this Audi. I love these R8s. They look like a baby Bugatti. I'd like to buy one of these for a driver one of these days. It's kind of crazy the cars you see at auction. Look at this car. This like almost supercar, or supercar back in the day. And then look at the key. Looks like a Volkswagen Jetta key. That's funny. Let's jump back into it. Some BMWs, high dollar BMWs. The only problem with all of this is there's always so many different things running at one time. So we're done with this. We have a lot of cars to look at Dallas. So let's go to Dallas auction really quick. But you guys have any plans for the day? What you guys up to? Kevin, you need to go buy some cars, man. Center this sale real quick. Alright. And again, thank you guys for tuning. I know these are early, especially in the middle of the week, but that's how auctions are. That's how auctions are. A lot of C8s coming up for sale. What am I looking for? I'm looking for lane 23. They have a ZR1 for sale today too. A C6 ZR1. I want to know how much that one goes for. I ain't got the cojones to buy that car yet, but they have one coming up for sale. Go get a C6. Those are some good sellers. I bought one Saturday and I had it sold Monday. Is it that Z06 you're telling me about? I've been on a roll this month. We haven't done that much volume. Well, we've done a lot more volume compared to last year. I didn't even get notified on this one. June and July are really bad months for us. And any month that starts with a J is bad for us. But this has been really good. We've been selling them really quick. So thank all you guys. I couldn't do it without all y'all. We've been buying cars from you and selling them record paces. Like, I mean, where can I go buy a car Saturday and have a wire transfer in Monday or Tuesday? Alright, trying to get situated. Alright, here's my Audi. Look, I want to see what this sells for. I want to buy one. $9,000 miles on it. A different one? What year? What year are you looking at? So me and Kevin were talking yesterday. If all of us just chipped in so we can buy that brand new 2026 ZR1, we'll just all share it. We'll transport it everywhere. Everybody can have like a week with it. I think if we all chipped in, we could afford it. I do like this color on this car. It's like a kind of babyish blue, baby powder blue. So, come on. Hey Neil, thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. And oh, look, another Audi. Yeah, thanks for the support, Neil. I really do appreciate it. And also, I have a really cool video coming out tomorrow. Really good YouTube video coming out tomorrow. So guys, keep a lookout for that. These newer Audis, they have the V10. They have the V10 engine instead of the V8. And that's a good question. I'm going to make a video later today and post it, but the video I'm posting is an hour long. Should I break it into two parts or just leave 1 hour long video? I know it's kind of hard to watch a whole hour long video. But I mean, sometimes if the video is good enough, sometimes I sit there and watch the whole 45-minute, 50-minute video. So, I don't know. And then this video is also kind of a hard one to break into two because it's all tied together. I enjoy your full hour videos. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. The thing that I don't like about posting hour long or 45-minute, 50-minute long videos is I can see the average watch time. So I know a lot of you guys that are watching my live stream or following me for a while and following our page. A lot of you guys do finish the whole videos, but it kind of sucks when I make an hour video and then like the average from like all the viewers is like 12 minutes, 13 minutes. It's like they didn't even get to the good parts yet. So like our average watch time is like 13, 14 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes. And which is not much when you have an hour-long video. It's not even half the video. So it's either my videos aren't that good or they're too long. So I don't know. But like this video I'm posting tomorrow, I posted a story. Where's my phone? On our Instagram. Let's see. I made a story. I said posting a crazy YouTube video Thursday. It's just over an hour long. Should I make one video or two 30-minute videos? 60% of people voted for two 30-minute videos. 40% voted for one long video. But what they don't know is I have executive decision and I'm probably just going to post 1 hour long video. Unless you guys change my mind, because you guys are the one that watches them. But yeah, it is a really good video. But it would be hard to break it up in two segments. This one. But, alrighty. And I'm also trying to figure out if I should post, like, well, it's your decision, but I always watch your videos all the way. Well, I appreciate that, Neil. I appreciate that a lot. I wish a lot of people were like you. I'm thinking about posting like I did this week. So Sunday I posted like a 12-minute, 13-minute negotiation video. And then like somewhere around Thursday, Friday, I'll post a long video. So maybe throw a short video in the week and then a long video in the week. Mix it up a bit. I don't know. Or maybe post one time a week or 2 times or 3 times a week. I'm just trying to figure it out. But right now, what we're trying to figure out is the Tesla market. So they got a Tesla over here. It's a 2018 long range. And I don't know what the difference is between long range, short range, 3, Y, S, P85, P100, P75. I don't know the difference. But what I do know is that they're getting cheap. That's what I do know. Yeah, everybody listen to Neil. Remember, hit that like button. So, they got another Tesla running. Well, they just skipped it. But let's see. These Audis, man. The insurance is a killer on these cars. Alright, here's Tesla. This one, I think, was a little rough. It had curved wheels. MMR's 15.6, which is average wholesale value. Obviously, we're $1,000 over that. These Teslas were bringing way under MMR for a while. Now they kind of went back to MMR. And now they're over MMR again. Okay. 16.5 brought 1,000 over MMR. We're going into Tesla season. Is this where Tesla season is picking up, I guess? And then I need to figure out the tax credit. Apparently, if you buy like a Tesla or something, you get a tax credit on it. So like you could price it at like 28,000, but the government will give you like an extra 4,000. I don't know the legit rules on it, but you get like a $4,000 tax credit. Right. So let's see where we are at in this auction. Somebody's calling right now. Okay. Do we have any more cars in this lane to look at? No. So we can exit out of this lane. Go right here, full screen real quick. But yeah, these glasses are pretty cool. These are the Meta Ray-Bans. I bought them when they were on sale. They're kind of like girl glasses now, I guess. I kind of got scammed a bit. I thought these were going to be orange, but they're like kind of grayish. They really look like girl glasses. Itzy wears them more than I do. But you can record stuff, ask AI things. And even here, it's got like speakers in here, which is pretty cool. They sold this. I think somebody bought this outside the lane. So they had this. My dad wanted to try to buy. He always wants to buy. He likes to buy things on price, which is not. I always recommend you guys not to do that. When you buy things on price, you get headaches. Okay. If you're gonna spend the money and get you a nice car, you might as well go ahead and buy you a nice one. So this one right here is a 2016 base model, 120,000 miles on it. It's had 3 accidents on it, but it was supposed to be semi-cheap enough. But it said it sold for, I think somebody bought it outside the lane for $22,500. So it didn't even run through the auction. Somebody bought it outside the auction lane, I think. But let's see. Okay, so we're finished with San Antonio, and so we were in the 3 auctions we were at. We were in Nashville, Tennessee, we were in Dallas, Texas, and we were in San Antonio, Texas. Sorry for scrolling, I just can't find what I'm looking for. And I know it's somewhere right around here. Okay. So now we just have Dallas left. Okay, so this is our car. This is the car I wholesaled. If you guys remember, this was on my car lot. I took it on trade. 2022 Camaro SS 6-speed standard. And I have a whole video. How this clutch is not burnt out, I got no clue. The transporter that picked it up for the dealer wasn't my transporter, it was whoever the dealership hired, or the wholesaler. They stalled out this car 22 times because it is standard. And I'm not joking. I have it recorded. 22 times they popped the clutch on this car because he was trying to load it onto his ramp, and either he couldn't get the clutch and gas right, he blamed it on the emergency brake, he didn't know the emergency brake was on it. But anyways, he popped it 22 times, so I recorded it just in case they tried to tell me that the clutch was bad. Nope. Transporter jacked it up. So I wholesaled that car for $40,000. MMR is $41,500. I think it brings over MMR because it's clean, low miles, under warranty still, and manual. Yeah, 22. I'm not joking. 22 stalls. Like I was this close to going out there to help them, But then I was like, one, I'm not getting paid to. Two, I could get it up there, but getting it up there correctly is a different deal. So if I gas it up there and go off the ramp and crash it, that's on me. So yeah, I'll have to edit it because it was long. I mean, he was out there for like 10 minutes doing it. He would go up, pop the clutch, car roll back down. Pop the clutch, down. He was going backwards. Alright, let's see where they're at in this. What year C6 are you looking at buying, Kevin? We still have a long way to go till these Corvettes run. You know, that's the funny thing about auctions is all the cars you're looking at are always like bunched in groups. So like right now we're in like a dead space. Not really, none of the cars we're interested in are coming through, but you just saw we had a whole bunch grouped up together. And we're gonna have a whole bunch grouped up together again. So it comes in like waves. Alright. So exit that. What other lanes do we need? Alright. We got a car coming in lane 21. They have a pretty cool avalanche. Where's that avalanche at? This was a weird. Oh, you can't see it. 07 C6. How many miles on it? Let me guess MMR. I'm not even going to use them. You can see my screen. How many miles are on it? This was a weird looking Mercedes. And it brought 30-something thousand. It brought 32,000. Old school G-Wagon. Alright. Here's the avalanche. Let's enter. No, we're already in the sale. So we're good there. We're lane 20. Lane 3. Just making sure we got all of our lanes up. 65 miles, 2LT. MMR on that car is... Depends what you put the grade, I guess. But what is it, 18.5 MMR? $18.4, $18.5. Between 18.4 to 18.6, 18.5 average. Is that MMR on it? At a 4.2 CR. For what you guys don't know, MMR is wholesale. It's a wholesale number. I want to see if I'm right or not. I'm going to try it. So for me, since I'm a dealership and have this, let's see. I can type in most stuff and get a average. I'm sorry, what's it with a 3.5? Well, I'll see right here. So this gives you a rough value what to base your cars off of, what they would bring in an auction. When you buy cars, you want to buy them at a 3.5. Boom! Right on the money. So whenever I'm bidding on cars, I use 3.5 CR. because if I was to run it through an auction, they'll probably put me at a 4.0. And so that gives me a little leeway to cover myself if I have to run it through an auction. Pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. Do I know my stuff or what? But plus, on the C7s, personally, I mean C6s, personally, I think the 06, 05 to 07 MMR is inflated. I think it's inflated. So if I was to buy this car, I'd hit it at like 15.5. 16 max. I think it's inflated because it's still the LS2 engine. Lane 21. Alright, so they have it posted for 22. Yeah, well, they're crazy. Well, the one that I bought and sold, so you'll see it in my video coming out next week's YouTube video, because my YouTube videos are always like a week and a half behind. So like anytime you guys see a YouTube video, it's usually a week and a half behind from when I record it, by the way. But the video coming out next week, I bought an 08 Corvette with 60,000 miles on it. He wanted 24,000 for it, but was gonna sell it for 22,000. Told him obviously that's impossible. Yeah, he was attached to his car too. But what helped me on that deal is he got an offer from... He didn't tell me he was getting an offer. He just asked me what I'd pay for it. I offered him $16,500. And he's like, well, CarMax offered me $18,000. I said, well, then you should go sell it to CarMax. He's like, well, actually, they gave me that offer, but then they came back and offered me $15,800 a week later. And I said, well, there you go. I'm beating you by $700 without knowing. And anyways, we ended up working out a deal on the car, but I should have drove it. You'll see it in the video. I should have drove it because now I got to spend about another $1,500 on repairs because I didn't drive the car like an idiot. Me and my dad know everything. And I didn't drive the car, and now it's going to cost me like $1,500 to fix it that I could have negotiated. Morning, Nick. Good morning. But yeah, you definitely can't pay nowhere near 22 for that thing, Kevin. You're going to have to be around in the 16s. $17 something max if you just wanted a car. Thank you. White Monster. Well, you got to think about it. Like right now, just in general. So I buy a lot of cars sight unseen. So like right now, this auction, I'm not there in person. I'm not seeing them. I mean, seeing a whole bunch of pictures. When I buy cars from you guys off YouTube, I'm not seeing them, just a whole bunch of pictures and videos. Even when you go to an auction in person, you can't test drive the car. You just see it in person. So we're like conditioned to not drive it, I guess. But when somebody brings the car to you, you should take advantage of it and drive it. But we're so used to not driving them. Again, we're too smart. It's got low miles. This guy's drove it up here twice already. There can't be nothing wrong with it. Well, sure enough, there was. And we got stuck with the bill. What was wrong with it? We're the idiots. Not him. We're the idiots. The shifter was really tight. Like, really tight. So it's a common problem in automatics in C5 and C6 is the shifter cable busts and get tight. Well, he said he just fixed it not too long ago. Well, obviously it wasn't fixed because it was super tight. Not sellable. It really wasn't sellable like that. And so I was like, okay, maybe it needs an adjustment. Well, take it to my boys at Send It Performance, and nope. The whole shifting box thing was busted from them trying to put it on. The shifter was busted by itself, and the cable was stretched out too far. So, pretty much new cable, new gearbox, new shifter is run around $1,000. Plus, they saw an oil leak that now I have to fix. So, yeah. That's, so we're talking about probably a $1,500 repair. So I should have test drove it. Well, if you go like the day before or something, you could probably drive it around. But I don't have time to do that. So if I do go to an in-person deal, it's like 30 minutes before the auction. And all you can do is back it up and go forward. You say it makes no sense other than over at Stingray's. You can get crazy discounts on new regular Stingray. Hey, G90, ask Badass1G about some crazy discounts on C8s. Kevin fell for an online scam. He said Margaret sold very well. Remember the 15, 16 ZXs have overheating. Should bring less. I did not know that. Did not know that. Thank you for the info, G90. I did not know that the C7 there was a cooling difference between them. I didn't know that. Thank you. Will the shop accept my AARP card for no, they won't do that because this shop is my buddies at Send It Performance. They're already giving me a good... That's just parts. The parts alone was $700. Because he said somebody did... So the guy didn't lie to me. He did try to get the shifter cable looked at. And whoever he did to do it just broke everything in the world putting it back together. So he called me. He says, Bobby, you sure give me some hard ones to do. I was like, what's wrong? He said, this would have been such an easy job if whoever did it before me didn't jack everything up. He said they tried to force the cables, force this to go into that, and just broke every plastic piece, broke everything. The gearbox shifter was like $400 by itself. But yeah, Chris treats me pretty good. Damn, I was going to buy a 15K mile C6. It was meant for like 18K. Doesn't seem major. Holy career main still. I mean, it's about $1,000 fix. Somebody's gonna charge about $1,000 to drop it. To drop the trans, 800 to 1,000. But 15,000 miles C6 for 18 grand, probably worth it. Now you know what. And like I told you in the emails, I mean, you could scare yourself to death on them. But bottom line is, just buy one that's been serviced, that has no known issues at the moment. You're going to have to fix something regardless in the future. but you want to buy one that's already been serviced and ready to go as it is. So like this Corvette, for example, the one I'm telling you about that I bought, it's in the shop now. I bought it Saturday. Didn't know. I knew I was going to take it to the shop to get the shifter fixed. I didn't know how much it was going to be. Monday morning, I already had it sold, made a deal with the guy, discounted my car, which hindsight I shouldn't have. Discounted the car. He wire transferred me all the money, had it sold, told him I'm going to get it fixed and everything serviced and get it ready for him. So now I'm going to get stuck with a $1,500 bill I wasn't expecting, where I've already negotiated and been paid on this car. So I kind of killed my profit. And I'm not going to go back to the guy, obviously, and try to bump him on the repairs, because I already made him a deal. But I obviously want to make the car right for him. So you just want to buy a car where somebody's going to service it before you get it. I know that new ZR1X is crazy. So everybody in chat right now, everybody who's watching, let's just split the costs. We all throw like $30,000 each. I think we'd be able to swing it. Because what's MSRP on that thing? Like close to like 2 something? And then you know the dealers are going to mark them up like crazy. So I bet they're probably going to hit the market at like $250 to $275. Yeah, I got Chris, my buddy. He'll drop the trans for like $800. I mean, he wouldn't enjoy it, but he'll do it. And yeah, Gina, I didn't know there was a class action lawsuit. So would they recall him or what? Yeah, I know they're for sure going to mark those cars up, without a doubt. I'm going to change lanes real quick. They got an Escalade running over here. There's a funny story this car reminded me. Let's see what my mouse is. Right here. This 2017 Spider. It just reminded me because this customer, a nice customer, he bought I bought one of these cars a year ago. Same car, except this one has 113. I bought one with 40,000 miles on it, one owner. A kid came up here and he's like, I see that car on Top Gear. I want that car. He test drove it one day. Came, negotiated price. He knocked me like $2,000 off. He kept trying to show me Kelley Blue Book. I was like, dude, Kelley Blue Book doesn't matter for this car. Like, I paid a ton of money for it. This is the best deal I can get you. Came in the next day, test drove it again. Had no accidents, no nothing on the history report. I even told him, look, there's no accidents, but I can tell this car's been painted because one side's a lot shinier than the other side, like metallic-y. He loves it. It had like one of the tire rods or springs or struts was out, so every time you hit a bump, it was like... He knew that, so we already negotiated, did the deal. Then we paid him another $300 to fix it at a... Oh, yeah, I want to see this. This is our car. Here's our car. Let's see what this brings. Well, anyways, long story short on that deal. About 10 months later, he leaves me a 1-star review complaining about the strut and paint and that I didn't want to negotiate with him. So, but reminder, I just saw the car driving around Sunday. So what an idiot. So thanks for the 1-star review. Here you are driving a car a year later perfectly. Yeah, so this is the Camaro I wholesaled. It's this one right here. They've already put it in the auction. He paid me $40,000 for it. Come on. Man, they lost money on it. We lost money on it. So they lost probably $500 on that Camaro. So that's the risk you run wholesaling. MMR on that car was 41.5. To be honest, I don't know why they sold it. Usually they'd run it till next week. But yeah, 41.5. They paid me $40,000 plus they had to ship it to Dallas. So they lost $250 on my price plus the shipping. Because they need to move the money. They need the cash flow. It actually costs them more to hold the cars. So like in this business, you can't hold things. You need that cash flow coming in. Yeah, these challengers is crazy. Mr. Krabs, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Why didn't they retail it? Because this is a wholesaler. They don't retail cars. They just wholesale them. Just wholesale. Me too, Kevin. Me too. But these guys, they can't. This is their business, just to turn cars. And then plus, you know, you get somebody that buys a car $1,500 under MMR, they're gonna come back next week and buy something else. Especially that car, because that car was solid. Yeah, these Camaros, they've held their value so strong. And I wanted to unload it. I didn't want to retail it because that next to new market's so weird with discounts under MMR, or I mean under MSRP. So I don't know. I just don't like to deal with next to new stuff. Because you're at the will of the dealership and what specials they want to run. And the bad part for these people is that they haven't paid me on it yet. But I locked in the deal. I locked in the offer before they ran it. So they've already sold it for $37,250 and lost money, and they still have to cut me a check for $40,000. So I won on that deal. They got me good on the last ones I've sold them, though. I sold them that Mercedes, and they made $3,500 off of it, or $4,000. So this evens out. Not really. Still in their favor. But still. They could have held that car for like a week longer, maybe got some more money for it. They didn't market it. They picked the car up Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. They picked the car up Monday, put it in the auction Tuesday night. So like there wasn't many lookers for it. Alright, switch lanes real quick. No, I'm looking at this Avalanche. This Avalanche is really clean. Some C8s. Yeah, they sold a car that they haven't paid for, and they have no title to it, because I don't have a title to it. I paid off this car like 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't got a title to it. But see, me being a smart individual, I wanted to lock in their offer before value started going down. So I just went ahead and wholesaled it before I got the title, so I'd lock in that offer, and I'm okay with waiting to get paid. I'll get paid when the title comes in. Alright, so this, look, they got an almost identical car to yours, Kevin, that you're looking at. Has a little bit less miles, and I probably will bring a lot of money. But it's super clean. Where is it at? Right here. Here's a 07, 55,000 miles on it. Has carbon ground effect to it. Heads up display, so it's a 3LT. I don't like this color combination for the interior. I don't like this gray black. Never liked it. But it is a pretty solid car. MMR on this is 21,000, which is a lot. Like it said, it's inflated. You talking about that Camaro? Yeah, I made 4,000 on that Camaro. So I did great, personally. I'm reading y'all's comments. Is right now. I can nearly get a 15K off the new 24 cent. Wow, $15,000 off a new 2024. Like I said, I think that C8 mark is going to take a real big hit. I really think it is. So that's why I just don't want to deal with anything new like that right now. Especially coming up on the, we're getting into the last half of the year when 2026s are about to hit the market. So that means 2025s are about to go on sale, 2024s are about to go down in value, and then the 2023 and 2022 are also going to go down in value. Well, I say that, but all the freaking C8s are the same price. So, I don't know. All I know is I didn't want to hold that car. There he is. Louisiana Dub. They won't get paid for Mannheim until they give them title for the Camaro, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what I've never that's what I don't understand. So Mannheim's the only place that does it to me, at least. So if I go to any other auction that's not Mannheim, which is this auction, maybe Louisiana Dub would know more than I would, but if I go to any other auction besides this, I go buy a car, they release the car to me, I can take it back to my dealership, and I don't have to pay till the title gets to them. So obviously they give me a purchase sheet, but I don't pay for anything till the title gets there. But I already have the car. Mannheim, on the other hand, won't release the vehicle until I pay for it, whether they have the title or not. So now if Mannheim pays the seller, I got no clue. Yeah, we did pretty good on that Camaro. We did really good. To be honest, we grossed more wholesaling it than we retail most of our cars. Alright, here's some Corvettes. Yeah. All the local auctions, they let us take the vehicle without paying for it. Yeah, that 2026 interior is so much better. It's so much better than these one on the newer Corvette, on these C8s. So they got rid of the buttons in the newer Corvettes. I think all C8 should have like a wing. I think they look a lot better with a wing. Alright, we're going to have to miss this next C8 really quick. Oops. Because I want to see what this Avalanche sells for. If I can get this Avalanche for like 7,000, I'll buy it. This Avalanche is pretty clean. My bank will loan up to 10,000 on it, I think. Yeah. Thank you. Read my mind. Got that monster.
Are you all good? Need help with something?
I'm good. Alright, we're in.
You want to stay here?
Come on. I don't know. This is a clean car. It's not worth 11 to me though. If it was a 4x4, different story, but it's a 4x2, two-wheel drive. Not worth it to me. Alright. I was in at 66,000 or so. Sold. 63,250. That was under MMR. One thing with running through the floor plan, they make sure you have the correct title. Yeah, exactly. They definitely make sure your titles are good. How much fee do they charge you for just initial fee without the interest? So this is the one that had the cooling problems, huh? It seems like a lot for the miles, right? It's got 33,000 miles on it. $33. I thought it really only the lower mileage ones brought this. Yeah, it was pretty back under MMR. I'm just writing down what they sold for. $89. That's not too bad. I don't use it, but I have a floor plan with ACV. And it's so stupid. I only use it so I could pay it off in like 2 weeks. Because I only wanted the floor plan so I could buy it and then transfer money around and pay it off in like 2 weeks. So they charged me like $150 or $100 just to floor it. Then I'm gonna pay it off a week later. So 89 ain't too bad. But imagine how much they make just off that alone. But yeah, if units sit, the interest will kill you on depending on the interest rate. Yeah, they screwed me. They screwed me. I literally set up my floor plan when they were using the flat rate, and then the next like 2 weeks later they switched to their new deal. All right, let's see if I can steal this maybe. Ah. I'm in. Well, I'm out now. I'm out. I was in at 19,750. Yeah, I know. 14 days for 49. That was a deal. What do you mean, Ed? How do you get comfortable with condition? What do you mean? Now this is crazy. This is a freaking crazy price. So I just sold my 08, which is a lot better than an 07. I just sold mine for 22,750 retail. Here they're selling an 07 for 23,750. Wholesale, this is wholesale numbers. Now it's 24. I just retailed an 08, which is better, with the same miles almost, because the 08 has a LS3. I mean, I don't get it. This is 2,000. Maybe I'm pricing my cars too cheap. That was crazy. There's like no way. And somebody in Colorado bought that. Somebody in Colorado bought that one. That's insane. I need to call my guy back. I need to call my guy that I sold my 08 to and cancel the sale. I need to cancel it. let's get all situated back up for the next auction spurt. AC will sit. Let me get up with your deals. Friend just sold an 07 manual 23 car for 25K. Yeah, that's what it should have sold for. Like that. That would be a semi-regular market. And here was an automatic with 55,000 that sold for 24,250, plus auction fees, plus shipping. Guy that bought it's out of Colorado, so he's shipping all the way to Colorado. And yeah, go buy that C6, man. Go buy that C6. Those 15Z06s always retail less because we know the cooling issues. Even Corvette engineer told me Camaro Z1 doesn't do that because of all the airflow. It's called offshore laundering. It's okay. After fees, 26 after shipping. I don't know what you could retail that car for. Like I said, I just retailed my 08 for 22,750. Same miles, better engine for 22,750. I mean, they have to price it at like 30 grand after that. Who's gonna go buy an 07 with 56,000 miles for 30,000? How can I sell to the Taliban also? Tastes absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I think you are. Maybe. All right, let's see where we're at in the auction. See what we got coming up next. Bid on 3 cars today. Obviously haven't bought nothing yet. 22. Look at this. You guys get a kick out of this car coming up. If it hasn't ran already. They got a Pontiac Firebird with 183,000 miles on it. 183,000 miles on this Pontiac Firebird. Alright, so let's exit this. And I'm going to enter into another auction, so they put recon. Oh man, that would suck if they had to put recon money into it. Well, they I did know there was, so it had a carbon fiber ground splint, which it wouldn't cost very much, but that was broken. So they would have to for sure fix that. But yeah, imagine having to put like $1,000 recon into that car. Alright. So here's some more, a whole bunch of Porsches. But they're running a C6ZR1, which is insane car, and then some Z06s. So, but that's still for a while later. Then in this auction, we have a good amount of Corvettes coming up fairly soon. So a lot of C8s. They have another C6 I want to try to buy somewhere around here. Wherever it's at. Where the hell is it at? Man, it's like gotta keep scrolling. There's a C6 right there, and then they have a Grand Sport as well. So we got some bullets left in the tank, but I think we still have a little bit. So let me try to find out where the next car is running. And let me catch up with your messages. A C6 not worth more than 50th mint low mileage. Come on. What's the best Corvette year to buy? Less problem. Co-pilot software. Ed, again, all, especially in your case where you're looking at a 20, 25-year-old car or older, they're all going to need something eventually, regardless. Eventually, I mean, you can buy one ready to go, don't get me wrong, but you're going to have to fix something at the end of the day. But yeah, so Kevin's saying is C6 would be the best one for least problems, which he's right if you had the budget for it. But you are going to spend 15 to 30,000. Like what you're seeing here. The C5 would be a great one, but you're just going to go down a rabbit hole of harmonic balancers, headlight motors, this and that. I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to pop off and buy one. And just buy as reliable one as you can. That's my advice. That's what I do. If I started to worry about certain year problems, certain that, this and that, I'd never buy a car. I'd be too scared. Yeah, these are the Ray-Ban glasses. I just got them in the mail the other day. So testing them out. I just posted a video on our Instagram and Facebook of me test driving a car with them. They're pretty cool, but I got screwed a little bit. They were supposed to be brown. This is like a grayish color, and they kind of look like girl glasses. I'm pretty sure these are girl glasses. So I got girl glasses, I guess. But it's cool. They're Bluetooth, so like I get notifications for any car running that I usually miss when I do the live streams because I can't hear my phone. Well, now I can hear everything right through here. And I've already recorded a couple of clips of bidding on cars or seeing cars sell. Records. Yeah, exactly. Find one with repair records and roll the dice. I'm getting glasses first. They're really cool. And they're probably, I mean, for $300. I bought these when they were on sale. They're $300. I would recommend obviously get the transitional lenses if you can afford it, because you don't want to just have sunglasses. You want the transitional lenses. But they're really cool. Itzy's been playing with it. She figured out you can ask it like, you should make a video about those glasses. Never heard of anything like that. Like I could be like, I mean, I don't know. Hey Meta, what kind of car am I looking at? That's crazy. So you guys heard me ask that, and it took a picture of the screen and told me all the cars I'm looking at on my screen. You could ask like, what's the value worth, or it's cool. It's like an AI in your glasses, and it has speakers right here so you can listen to music, take phone calls, all right here in the glasses. Now, I will tell you the battery life is not the best. The battery life's only like 3 hours, 4 hours, if you leave them on, like the power on. Ed's looking for something around 9 to 10,000. He was looking for a C4. I told him you might as well just spring for a C5 for a little bit more money. But yeah, I would recommend to get these for the money. I mean, hell, regular sunglasses, Ray-Bans are like $250, $300, so $100 more, get some AI in it. You should make a video. Yeah, go check out that test drive video I posted on our Instagram. I'll post it on YouTube later, but I did a whole POV driving with these. It was pretty cool. It is what you like. They all will need to be fixed up once you budget in. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I almost bought another one because I do think these are girl glasses. And I would get a good condition C3 from Bobby when he gets a deal on one. That's what I would do. He does like Ed does like the C3s. Yeah, you can put prescriptions in here. I didn't. I didn't put my prescription in. That was 69 pace cards. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, shit. Here's that $180,000 Camaro. No sale, no sale. Gotta write no sale on that thing. Oh, and that Firebird had 11 owners on it. So I think that was it for lane 22. So we can get out of this lane. So we still have a long, this lane is so slow. Yeah. That's what I recommended to him too. That'd be a good car for the money. The only problem is when you're looking at that like 98 to 99 to 2000 Model C5, you're going to start seeing a lot of things about the ABS and the traction control lights and this and that and scare you to death, and you never will buy one. Just buy one and enjoy it. Buy one with receipts, repairs from a good owner, good history. You'll be okay. C3s are really nice. But, I mean, it just depends how much you're going to drive it, you know? You told me you weren't going to drive that much, but you do have to tinker with them a bit. Oh, this McLaren. I really think the McLarens are the best buys on the market. I really think they are. You get an exotic supercar for $100,000. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, it's sold for $110,000. Like, that's crazy. Like, look at this. You get a late model McLaren for $100,000. Yeah, I mean, Ed, you're gonna have to fix something with any car. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Any year you look at, there's gonna be some form out there that's gonna scare you. You'll be fine. The C5 is a bulletproof car in general. He was looking at getting a C4, which I'm not going to hate on C4s that much, but they're not comfortable at all. You have to get over that little hump in there. They're just not a very comfortable car to get in and out of. And when you go to resell it, you don't get anything for it. This is crazy. Like, this is a car you can go flex. You could buy this and go flex, and everybody like, man, who's that guy? Who's that guy? And you bought it for the same, you bought it cheaper than a C8 Corvette. You bought this cheaper than a new C8 Corvette. That's, you know, 3LT and all that stuff. Yeah, C5 is a world of a difference than the C4. That's why I say in all my videos, like, I'll buy low mileage C4s, and then I've been getting a ton of people message me on them for like 15,000, 14,000, 16,000, and I'm like, I'm not saying your car isn't worth that. I'm not willing to pay that much for it, because why would I pay that much when for that same exact money you can go buy a very, very nice C5? It makes no sense for me to buy a C4 for 15,000 when somebody can go buy a really nice C5 for that much money. That's the problem with the C4 market. And so when people reach out to me trying to sell their C4 for 15, 16,000, and then I offer them 8,500, 9,000, they think I'm crazy. I'm not the crazy one. Catch up on your dailies. Yeah. Yeah, that C5 would definitely be a lot more comfortable driving than C3. C3s look so good driving down the road, though. You get so many thumbs up, you get so many conversations, and they do drive good. But for regular driving, it's not optimal. Yeah, I've been doing really good with the C3s these last couple months, but you have to buy them right, and that's the hard part. C3 got no fuel injection. I don't know anything about C3, C4. It's too old for my taste. Yeah, if you click on Badass1G's channel, he posts his videos on there. Look at this. Look at this. You can have a Lamborghini for $76,000. Like, so I'm gonna record with my glasses. This may be one of the cheapest Lamborghinis I've seen. Runs and drives. Has a new clutch in it. MSRP was $199,900. Dealer only auction. Obviously, it's going to retail for more than this. But insane price. I mean, I think this is a good investment right here. Because this is on the poster. It's weird color combination. But this is on most kids' posters that are, 30 to 40 years old now. And that's not a lot of money compared to what some other cars sell for in this kind of category of car. So that's a good clip right there. We'll see how that turns out. And it's a 4.6 CR. I'll tell you a really quick story about a Lamborghini Gallardo. About 2 years ago, I almost bought one. An orange one convertible. It was in a police auction. It got seized from a guy here in town for drug dealing, I guess. I don't know. It was in a police auction. Clutch was bad. It announced that. And then you got to pay 10% fee since it's at a police auction. I thought I could steal it, and you have to buy them cash. There's no financing. I thought I could steal it for like $60,000. Clutch on these cars is about $15,000 roughly. Retail value on it's about $90,000 to $95,000. So anyways, I thought I could steal it, and nope. I go over to the auction. Somebody bids $87,000 on it plus 10% fee. So you're at like $96,000. Plus you had to put a $15,000 clutch in it. You could buy one ready to go for $100,000. I don't understand people sometimes. Craig from Flying Wheels. I just started watching a few of his videos here the past 6 months or so. He gets a lot of hate in the comments, and I can relate to that. But he is like really what it is like trying to be in the car business. Because he makes a lot of mistakes, like a lot of one. But it's like you kind of like it happens. Yeah, yeah. That Nissan, he lost a lot of money on that thing. C4 market, Kevin's kind of hard. There's a ton of Corvettes in Florida, by the way. Ton of and exotic cars, but Corvettes specifically, a lot of them are in Florida. His wife sent you a message. Do you know them personally or something? But yeah, he makes some big mistakes, but it definitely is good for the content. But he gets killed in his comments, and I mean, it is what it is. It is, but his videos are like a realistic experience having a car. You buy it, you get it fixed, and then boom, something breaks, and it just happens to break right before you sell it. And you take a car to auction, you expect it to bring this much, and it brings this little. That's a realistic view. Yeah, everybody loves a train wreck. Perfect. There's Itsy in the background. What? Perfect. Thank you.
Are you recording with your glasses?
Yeah, I'm trying it out. Can you bring my monster?
Yes. Do you want a water?
No.
Let's bring in.
Just a monster. But yeah, everybody click the like button. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. People just want to see others make bigger mistakes than they did. Yeah, that's the bad thing about social media and videos. Is yeah, everybody loves the drama. Everybody loves the people making mistakes. So like if Craig, like what was that last video he made? And he kind of, it did suck. On that, what did he sell at Barrett Jackson, a Ferrari or something? That sold for like 50 grand. So he does make a lot of content out of those losses, but say he made $20,000 on that car and posted, I made $20,000 on this Ferrari at Barrett Jackson. It wouldn't get any views. But him posting that he lost $30,000, it's getting tons of views. Now, do the views outweigh how much money he lost? I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. Like I said, I've only watched a handful of his videos, but he seems real. Seems like a real... just like what it's like to be in the car business. Just got a text message from my buddy Chris from Senate Performance that, like I said, when you do buy here, pay here, you're like married to the customers. I sold these people a car. Transmission went out 2 months later. Obviously, all the cars are sold as is, but I told him I'd get the transmission fixed and they can pay me back in payments. He just texted me, the transmission is ready. He rebuilt the whole thing in 1 week. Really? Barrett Jackson shut him down? Yeah. Tell him it's hard for us to feel bad for him as he's crying about his Ferrari deal while sitting in front of his Lambo. That's funny. But I understand he has like a dealership like up north, but he lives in Florida or something like that. I wonder how he runs his dealership all the way from Florida. Yeah, New Hampshire. It's on the opposite side of where he's at. But he probably makes a lot of money off YouTube. I mean, definitely not enough to cover some of those losses, but he makes a good amount. He probably makes like minimum 8 to 10,000 a month off YouTube. Yeah, yellow Ferrari, that's what it was. Yep, they know what they're doing. So we got some C8s coming up here pretty soon. Then they have two C6s I want to look at hopefully getting. One's going to be, well, they're both going to be expensive. But one of them I'm alright spending some money. I just don't like how this wholesaler doesn't group its cars together. Like, this guy, he'll put Corvettes in a few spots, Corvettes in another spot. Just not all together. I don't like that. Third generation dealer. So lately, anytime like, because I get a lot of hate comments on Facebook, and so lately, anytime somebody does that, I go to their profile, like they either say like this one, like you guys can't see it, but I posted a video the other day. You guys can't see it. Anyways, he put, "Wow, that girl needs a boob job." And then I just go to their profile, take a screenshot of their profile picture, and then say something funny. So like this guy's profile picture was like him sitting in like a weirdest pose. Like a weirdest, like, you can't see it. But I was like, are you sitting like this as you type that sassy comment? And then they usually block me after. I don't know, Kevin. I've never shipped anything to Utah. Yeah, we'll see what these C8s are doing. Where the hate comments like a badge. Yeah. Well, you know what? When you start getting hate comments, that's when you know you're doing good. That's what I typed that on one of Craig's videos too, where he was just getting blown up with hate comments. I said, this is when you know you're doing good, when you're getting a whole bunch of hate comments. Obviously, he doesn't see all the comments because he gets so many of them. But here is a few Corvettes left running. So can never figure out. Here we go. All right. So what we still got running up is here's a C8, C8, C8. But what we're gonna look for, and I want to see what this one sells for because Kevin knows about it. I got a guy trying to sell me this exact car. Exact car. So I really want to see what this one sells for. Same mileage, same year, same trim level, everything. But we got an 07 Corvette Coupe right here. Not my favorite color. I don't really like white, just because it doesn't stand out, but it is a good looking car. White and tan. See, it's not a car that pops, but most people don't like the pop, so this would be a good car for them. 26,000 miles. Front splitter is broken, I think. Yep. But this car is easily under $30,000 car, so retail. It should be like a 26.5 car, but MMR is 26,000. We'll see what it brings. Then we got my baby doll right here. This car is beautiful. You guys know I've been wanting a Grand Sport C6. But the problem is MMR on this car is 36.5. I think retail is 35 to 38,000. That's what I think retail on this car is. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly. The more hate comments you get, the more it pushes your videos out. One thing I learned on my other channel about addiction is literally just a numbers thing. Yeah. Well, if you got 1,000 miles on it, that's freaking new. That's new. What a hate comment. People it's actually good for the channel. Yeah. That's what I see it as. I like the hate comments because it pops the channel out more. Alright, how much was this transmission rebuild? Damn, just got a bill. Transmission rebuild, $3,200. I hope that was a typo. I thought it was gonna be like 2,000. Well, that's gonna suck. I only sold him the car for 5,000. That's the business for you. That sucks. Yeah. No, I definitely make a repair note for it, but still. That sucks. You don't want to put that much money into a car you sold for $5,000 and then hope hope they pay you back and don't destroy it anymore, which that just happened to me. I just spent, this lady's had a car, not this one I'm talking about, but this Grand Sport has 29,000 miles. This lady's had a car with me for like 15 months. Power steering went out in an Audi, and it was a computer. Spent $2,000 fixing the computer. I paid for it. She's supposed to pay me back in payments. Well, she texts me, there's more stuff wrong with this car. I'm just going to give it back. After I spent $2,000 fixing it. And she didn't tell me that the car has no AC, no this, no that. And that she's tore the car up. So that's the bad thing about helping people with repairs and financing it. You can't make any interest on it. You can't upcharge it. You're just getting your money back slowly if they pay you. Oh, the Audi I'm just talking about, it ain't worth the repair bill. It ain't worth it. Yeah, give the car back. This ain't no Walmart, lady. So here's the ZR1 that they'll be selling here soon. See what that sells for. Grand Sport's got 29,000 miles on it. Like I said, I think retail value on this thing is 35 to 38,000. Let's see. So I typed in the VIN. I can see the last time they had it for sale. They had it for sale for $37,500, and obviously they couldn't sell it. So they wholesaled it. Oh yeah? Did they take delivery of it? Finally? Or did they want their money back? So they had this one for sale for $37,500. So that car has around 30,000 miles on it. 38, 38, 37, 39, 35. That's crazy. 39. 35 to 38,000, I think is what it's worth. Let's see. Ford that got stolen? No, it's in Mexico. It's in Mexico. So no, I have not got it out. Found it. She said she lost her job and was looking for another. She still wants the car. I still have it here. Was she financing it through a bank, through you, or paying cash for it? So they're about to run some C8s coming up pretty soon. Cash buyer, cash buyer. So what, she just didn't want to spend the money because she doesn't have a job right now, or what? What'd you tell her? You still holding it for her, I guess? Or did you keep the money still? Yeah, I think retail on that Grand Sport's 35 to 38,000. So you need to buy it. You need to buy it around 33, 32. Find someone in Mexico that's in your location. Better than the finders for you to investigate or get the cops. Cops? You think there's cops in Mexico, Kevin? Cartel, my friend. But no, they're not going to do anything over the border. And no repo guy's going to go across the border to bring it back. You can't get a Mexican repo deal to bring it over the border. I mean, there is cops. There is cops in Mexico. The same cop you could bribe for $100. Probably not even $100, $50, $20. And plus, they don't care about titles in Mexico. Cops. But yep, that's it right here. So it's just a waiting game. This one takes forever. So I don't know why it takes so long, because they don't even run the cars through the auction. Like, here's the video of the lane. Nothing. It's empty. No insurance. No insurance. I think he still owed like 10 grand. Alright, got some messages to reply to. Try to get a blowout on the rear tire, so I'm gonna try to take care of that. Alright. I have a mechanic. I have a Honda Accord where the brake is stuck on, the emergency brake's stuck. I had a mechanic coming over to fix it. They had a blowout on their tire. I'm just looking at your messages right now, Kevin. Thinking about getting into the RV vehicle transport. Some money in that. One of my customers does that. They make some good money. They haul boats and RVs. Alright. But yeah, so my main deal right now is buying cars. I'm obviously very low on stuff, but I don't want to overpay for things, you know? There's no reason to go out there and overpay for something like that guy did on that C6. Because, I mean, where do you go from that, you know? Alright, here's some C8s. Some C8s right here. I like the color on this. I like that highlighter orange. And be out on the floor. Ouch. Yeah, I really doubt it's going to be low 30s, to be honest with you. Like, if I had to guess, if I had to take a guess, it would be like 30, 34.5, 35,000. If I had to guess. Oh, you guys can't even hear the auction. I can't hear the auction. Okay, let's switch this up and just to make Is this a Z06? I think these prices are going to take the biggest hit out of all the C8s. These ones definitely, with the Z01 coming out. Any real Corvette enthusiast that can afford it, they probably have a Z06. So they're probably going to unload their Z06 to get the cash for a ZR1. Oh no. Yeah, that happens. That happens. It's hard to take checks from people anymore. It's really hard. Even credit cards and debit cards. I have a lady who, luckily, it was a cheap car. It was a trade-in. That we probably had like, I don't know, $2,500 in. Sold it for like $5,000 on payments. But anyways, what, I don't know why people get the idea, but she ended up taking the car to Mexico, selling it to Mexico or something. So that car's in Mexico. And then she tried to even call her credit card company to file fraud on her payments. So she's trying to get all of her payments reimbursed and sold the car to Mexico. Like, what a scam artist. Like, and the sad part is, you can't really call the cops and put them in jail for that. Like, they're literally stealing thousands and thousands of dollars worth of property. And they can get pretty much off scot-free. I mean, you could sue them, get a summary judgment, but at the end of the day, it's kind of legal thievery. So, I mean, checks, credit cards, debit cards, unless you get actual cash, it's the only thing certain. Yeah, but you know, I don't know how it is with you, but even if I call a bank and try to verify funds, they give me such a hassle. Some banks don't even verify funds anymore. And Louisiana Dub does the same thing as me. Puts them in the freezer, gets them nice and slushy. With the white monsters. Yeah, local banks are good about it. I haven't had to verify check in a while. But every time I do, it's such a hassle. So it looks like C8's bringing over MMR. Which is weird. Because of such a big volume of them right now. The inventory is way up on these. I would be pretty scared if I was in the C8 market right now. Or had a C8, was selling C8s. I'd be kind of scared. It's like the market is getting flooded. Like, flooded. Yeah, you can take them from trusted people. You can take them from trusted people. But like right now, I got a customer that she moved to Dallas, been paying me in checks. Why, I don't know. Because she's trying to float money. That's the thing about checks. People are trying to float money. They write you a check, and then they have like a year to, or not a year, but they have like a week to get the money in their account. And sometimes they don't do it right, and it gets NSF, and then I don't find out till like 2 weeks later. And then they think the check's good, because I didn't find out till 2 weeks later, and it's a big old mess. Alright, C8. Yep, sky high. Sky high prices. That was my dad who came in here. So they said they were going to. That ZR1's running across the block soon. That's a weird color. Alright. They still got a while till that ZR1 comes through. See what the ZL1 brings. See, I'm getting text messages right now. I can hear it on the glasses. Ball joint that live. We're gonna place a open drawing sometime. Well, looks like I got a $3,000 bill for a $5,000 car. That's no fun. Alright, so like this guy, he's put these cars in weird orders. It's like Corvette, Camaro, Dodge, Ford, Corvette, Ford, Corvette, Corvette, Ford, Dodge, and then he comes back to Chevys. And they take so long. Like, I've been on the auction since 9 a.m. That would be good, huh? You need to start posting some more videos, Kevin. Have your girlfriend record. Hey, how'd it go with her car? That Kia, did you end up getting it? Have her start recording you. Like me. But yeah, maybe I can make a video on that. Go viral. But whenever I post videos, I can see the other side. Oh, what? The transmission went out after 2 months? I don't want to buy a car from you. It's not like it's not like we have like a timer in here that says, you know what, this car is going to break on this day on this customer. Yeah, I know it's a machine. Exactly. Customers don't understand that, though. Customers don't understand that. So what's your guys' consensus? Should I post? Tomorrow I'm posting a YouTube video. 1 hour long video, 2 30-minute videos. Yeah. You'll watch either. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's just, I think it would do pretty good as 2 videos, but they wouldn't make sense. Because if I split the video in half, the first part of the video is talking about the last half of the video, and the last half of the video is talking about the first part. So if you see them separately, you'll have no clue what I'm even talking about. Yeah, do that. Make some videos of that Caprice, especially twin turbos. That'll get some good views. I'll make sure that Z06 is, or ZR1's still coming up. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we are going to watch these 2 come up. I want to see what this, so this one right here, this Corvette, I told you guys earlier, but I have a guy trying to sell me this exact model, exact miles. So I want to see what this sells for wholesale. We're going for the fastest street trim Caprice in the nation. Who are you building it yourself, or you got a mechanic building all that work, or you buy it like that? That's crazy fast. 8.4. Who drives it? You? You the one racing it? Bet that's fun. There's nowhere to do that here in South Texas, to like do that kind of stuff. Like there's no place to, there's no drag strips, no nothing. Alright. Let's see. Okay. It makes me feel pretty good. Makes me feel pretty good. Your son drives them now. So you used to do it? You used to race it? That's awesome. I bet that's really fun. Alright, well, it looks like I may be getting a Z06 in here, the way this one's selling. Could just wholesale it. Yeah, that's a big engine. $67,750. Awesome. That makes me feel a lot better. He's getting mad. He's getting mad as an employee. They always list the cars wrong. They never do put up as a convertible. They never put up as a Z06. Look at this color combination. That's wild. I bet there's a lot of tuning that goes on that car, right? With those turbos on it. I bet you, like, after really good hard runs, you have to get it back retuned or calibrated or something, I would imagine. It's a weird color. Hasn't sold for yet. Hasn't ran through. Grand Sport has not rolled through. They are running a ZR1 though. Here is arguably the best Corvette ever made. We'll have to find out with this new ZR1. But here's a C6 ZR1 wholesaling about 15,000 miles. And on the ZR1s, you got that see-through hood, so you can just take a look at the engine because it's so nice. This has racing bucket seats, but these things still hold value really strong. It's like C8 Z06 money almost. Almost. But, you know, close to $100,000 for a C6. And these are wholesale prices. Man. This guy bidding on it, he lives here not locally, but in San Antonio. He's not the top bidder, but is he going to click that button? He throws a lot of money into these things. Nope, he didn't buy it. That's wild. $87,000. $87,000. $76,000. All right, here's another 17. So this is the 3LZ package, which is the other one was a 2LZ. I want to see what the difference is between the packages. Let's see. So this one is picked up. What did that last one sell for? 67,000. So this one is 5,000 more. Well, it has 8,000 miles on it, so it's got a lot lower miles on it. But this is the same color as the guy that's trying to sell me his. But it doesn't have that ground splitter. The yellow 24. I don't know if it was a Z07. I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. And it's crazy these Z06s bring this much money. Well, it looks like I may be having a Z06 coming in stock, guys, the way these prices are going. Alright, so this auction is over, but this guy still has a lot of cars to run. So we still got... We still have a good bit until he runs these cars. Okay, because here's one C7 or C6. And then here's the other Grand Sport. So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have like 20 minutes before these cars even get here. We still got a while, guys. And what time is it? 12? Yeah, these auctions last forever. They run forever. How long has this stream been going on for? Yeah, the wheels looked really good on that one. The wheels looked really good. Let's see. You had a C5 Z06 with... You got 60,000 for it? 60,000. That's a ton of horsepower. That's a ton of horsepower. What was all done to it? They sold a Grand Sport really cheap near me yesterday on ACV. Oh yeah, I can't imagine that thing was drivable. We'll go check that car out here in a bit. That yellow one. But they sold a 2012 Grand Sport. I don't know if they sold it. Highest bid on ACV was like 14,000. Sounds cheap. Had 120,000 miles on it. And originally from Corpus, which is not a good sign. Then it moved to the Valley, which is even worse because the Valley cars are the worst cars in Texas. And on ACV, they post a video of the car running, or like the sound of it. This one, they didn't. So you know something's wrong with that. So I didn't bid on it. Did not bid on it. But yeah, let's go. We can go check out that car. So we started at 10. So yeah, we've been going on over 2 hours. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't check out that Corvette because I didn't have it in my workbook. I did not have it in my workbook. But we could take a look at the CZ01 closer. Build supercharged running on meth. Yeah, that thing's... Yeah, that C5 is definitely undrivable. So this is the King Corvette right here, C6ZR1. You guys think it's worth the money? Close to $100,000. Some cases over $100,000. Is it worth the hype? We'll see what the new ZR1s do, because right now, arguably, this is the best Corvette ever made. Yeah, the A&A Pro Charger, Supercharger is really good. Remember, I'm Z07, I'm Z06 people, Corvette people look for. I've always looked for Z06 something. Switch boost, surge at idle. Yeah, you got to remember the Z07 deal. So yeah, I got to keep in mind that for sure. The Z07 is what upgraded brakes and suspension, right? Here's the Grand Sport coming along. Grand Sport looks super clean. I like this blue. I mean, I like that super, like this one. The one that brought crazy money. I'm not gonna be able to see it. Well, I can't find it anymore, but the one that brought crazy money in Nashville, that like highlighter blue color. I like that blue more, but this is still a good kind of misty blue. Blue metallic. I like the rims, the grayed out rims, wheels. Good color combo. $29,000 miles. Got both tops. I don't know. It's not worth 36. There's nowhere to make any money at 36,000.
Hey, is everything alright?
Everything's cool.
Is something slow?
Huh?
Is something slow or something? Your mom heard you saying that something was slow.
Nope.
You want a water?
I'm alright.
Okay. Keep me posted.
Alright. But yeah, we'll see what this does for. I'd really like to buy that car. This one's probably going to eat way too much money. So 07. So after seeing these C6 prices, I may have to raise my prices on my cars coming in. Because I don't know, these are bringing what I'm selling them retail for. Because this is LS2, it's not even LS3. And I had you guys remember that GT1 Corvette I had for a while? It was a 09 GT1, one of 500 made. That had the LS3. That had 20,000 miles on it. And it took me a while to sell that thing for $29,500. And here, what, somebody's gonna pay $30,000 for an 07? I doubt it. You're waiting on a 6.2 liter 6-speed right-hand drive wagon coming in from Australia. How'd you get that deal? Did you buy it all the way from Australia? How'd you source that car? And how'd you ship it? A broker? Do you have to pay like an import tax or anything like that? Yep. I'm assuming you're still going to make money on it, so you must have got a good deal on it. But all the way from Australia, that's crazy. I would have never. You need to make a YouTube video on that. You need to make a YouTube video on that. Filter on the valve cover is leaking in the back. Talking to my mechanic right now about my '08 Corvette. He says he found the leak, oil leak. Said somebody put the oil filter on wrong. See, this is why mechanics, you gotta take your cars to a trusted mechanic shop, okay? Because some people are just retarded. I mean, they're just retarded, okay? Put an oil filter on wrong and it's leaking oil. Let's see. Read your comments. It has to. Really, it has to be salvage or theft recovery. I didn't know that. Left an old car on my son's life. Sold for $14K. It was a super nice car with lots of documentation. I had it for more than 10 years. A McLaren Mustang. I heard of those. They're older ones, right? First one arrived at the port to find locked up engine. They found us another. Okay, so the first one had port locked up engine, so they covered it. You didn't lose any money on that deal. They just swapped them out. That's a good broker. That's a good broker. So on those cars, you have to shift with your left hand since it's a right-hand drive. I'm assuming you did, right? You got to shift with your left hand. It's a little awkward. Alright, just got a text message saying I'm gonna get a Corvette rolling through the auction here in a bit. A 15. Yeah. Anytime you get like a blue Corvette, they always sell much better and quicker. They always sell a lot quicker. Because you don't see that many blue ones. I mean, you see a lot of these highlighter blue in the new ones, but like in the C6s, you don't get much those colors. So a little bit more desirable. So this one's rolling through the auction soon. Base Corvette. 39,000 miles. These ones are hard to sell because there's no heads-up display. Which they should put that as a standard option. You can go buy a 2024 without heads-up display, which is crazy to me. We just sold an 03 with heads-up display. It's been out for 20 plus years. You should make it a standard option. Nice color, good car. See what it sells for. Highest miles. I just like to see what they sell for roughly. So this one had what? 39,000 miles. All right. So it's got to be priced around 40,000. Around 40,000 is what it should be priced at. So retail value is around 40,000. MMR is 36. So somebody pays MMR plus shipping plus fees. You're in at 37 and some change to make 2,500. If you price it at 40, and if nobody negotiates with you, and you got a base model Corvette. So I do not know, guys. I don't know what to do on this stuff. See, Chris feels bad because I'm spending so much money with him. On the Corvette, he says the oil filter was put on wrong, but the valve covers have a small leak. He says, I'll do each side I'll do each side for $25. So $50 to change out the valve covers on an '08 Corvette. Plus parts, of course, but $50 labor because he feels bad. See, that's why you gotta have trusted mechanics. You make them win, and then they give you a break. You make them win, they give you a break. It's yin and yang. You can't beat them up all the time. They have to make money on you. You want people to make money doing business with you, so they keep doing business with you. Nobody wants to keep doing business with somebody where they're losing money. Yeah, 5. See, that's what I wanted to see, actually. I will check that. Well, I guess we could check that now. I want to see what the MMR will be at a lower CR. Because it's hard for a car that old to be perfect. I need to put seat motors in my C6 and send it there. Would sell for more at auction. Geez. Yeah, exactly. These C6s are selling more at the auction than when I'm getting off my car lot. I think I'm going to raise my prices on the cars that I have coming in. Cheaper is better, better margins, and easier on the pockets. Financing is more difficult, I guess. Yeah, the cheaper cars are definitely more profitable than these cars, for sure. I buy a $6,000 car and price it at $10,995. So your margins are way better on the cheaper stuff. Where is that Grand Sport? Alright, so this is the wholesale value on that Grand Sport at a 5 OCR. At a 3.5, it's 34. See, look at that. 34.8 MMR. Estimated retail value is 36.9. So you're going to pay 34.8 plus fees of probably 800. So you're in at 35.6 plus shipping, you're in at 37. No, 35.5 after fee plus shipping's 36. So you're gonna make $900 off a $36,000 investment. That makes no sense to me. I mean, I guess maybe it works if you have a bank that pays you on the back end on the interest and selling warranties, and they don't charge you a fee. Because I use credit acceptance, but that wouldn't work on credit acceptance because they, one, wouldn't finance a C6 this much. Two, they charged me about a $4,000 fee to buy the deal. So you got to have a bank that will pay you on the back end without charging you an upfront deal and lets you sell aftermarket warranties. That's how people make money on that. Yeah, 2.5% margin. There's no way that would work for me. Yeah, with credit acceptance, you need to sell the warranty. Well, I don't sell warranty in general, just anytime I use credit acceptance. Do you just sell endurance warranties and they pay you extra? I don't know. I sell all my cars as is on my buy here, pay here side. You paid $4,400 for a 07 Camry with 104,000 miles. Last year was a $2,500 car. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. It's hard to buy anything for the $2,000-$3,000. Even $4,000 is hard these days. So if you get a good car with lower mileage for a Toyota 104's low miles that has AC, yeah, you're gonna spend $4,000 for it. That would go for about $45,000 on the West Coast. I don't think so. I don't think it goes over 40. With the miles on it, it's got 30,000 miles on it. We just last week we saw one with 18,000 miles sell for, you know, close to 40 grand. Huh, I'll have to look into that endurance. Alright, back to the auction. Got a Z06 coming up. Can't find 08 for under 30K. I have an 08 pace car coming in. 6-speed with 27,000 miles you can have for 30,000. Alright, what's wrong with the, oh, it says stolen theft recovery. So this one was stolen theft recovery. So you make a, so you can make $1,000 off selling those warranties? That's crazy. That would be such a huge bonus. I will look into that. And my customers wouldn't mind. Whatever I want. Alright, load up that 5,000. I'm just kidding. But no, I'll look into that for sure. Are they good at fixing it though? If something happens? Or they always try to weasel out? Oh, well good. I'll look into it. Alright, we got that Grand Sport coming up here soon. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking along. I know this is a very, very, very long live stream, but you guys get to see some cool auction prices. I bid on a few of them. Didn't win any yet, but we'll see. But thanks for staying with us. So we got this low mileage C7 coming in, or C6. I keep seeing say C7 because it's an 07. Then we got the that Grand Sport. Unless I passed it. I think I passed it. Where is this thing at? I'm waiting on parts. I'm always waiting on parts. Parts are my worst nightmare. Oh yeah, I did pass it. Alright, so the last two Corvettes of the day are coming up fairly soon, so we'll push them out. Yeah, so shipping from Dallas is about $550. Cost me $550 to ship a car from Dallas to here. And yeah, this morning, they got over with pretty quick, but we were looking at Nashville, Tennessee, San Antonio, Texas, and Dallas, Texas. Shipping from Nashville is $1,100 though. San Antonio's $200. Yeah. The only problem is, I live in Corpus Christi, so there's not that many cars here. There's not that many cars here, and they do have one auction, a local auction here, but like this lane has 200 and something cars. The other Dallas guy we were looking at ran 500 cars. Nashville ran 200 cars. That's all in one morning. The auction that's here in Corpus runs 80 cars max. Like, I think this past week was like 40 or 50 cars. So not that much options to choose from. They definitely don't have any cool cars like this. You're 45 minutes from Nashville? Awesome. Yeah, I just started looking into that auction. They run some really nice cars. The wholesaler there is really reputable. That's the thing about auctions, is you need to buy from a reputable wholesaler. Just like when you're buying a car from a dealership, you want to buy from a reputable car dealer. Because a lot of the times, and I do it myself because I'm a retailer, is if I send a car to an auction, it's usually because there's something wrong with it. So you want to buy from people that aren't unloading bad cars. Well, yeah, that seems like a lot of power for them belts. Throws it off. All right. If this '07 Corvette brings over 25,000, that's crazy. But what did this other '07 bring? So this other '07 brought 24,250. So with 55,000 miles. So I don't know. We'll see what this one brings. This one might as well just bring 28,000. Man, you're buying cars all over the place. You need to make a YouTube channel, start posting them videos. Alright, go ahead, start it off strong. Is it going to get up to 27,000? See, look. The other '07 that ran earlier brought 24,250. This one's $1,000 more and has half the miles. How many cars are you pushing out a month, roughly? Or are you just dealing like specialty stuff all the time, like that? 25.5. This was a much better deal than the last '07. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a deal, but a lot better buy. It's a lot better buy. Alright, Grand Sport time's coming up. Alright, comment down below what you think that Grand Sport's going to sell for. I mean, it would be crazy if it brought MMR. I'm going to say 34.5. But I know I'm wrong. It's probably going to bring 37, 38. So your lot's kind of like our lot then. You handle specialty cars and then sell a few normal cars. That's cool. Now yours are a lot more special than ours, I'm assuming. You got turbos, right-hand drives. $37, let's see. I'm in it. I bid. Oh, man. I bid. I was in there. I bid 35,000, 34.5. That wasn't. $35.5. I don't know, guys. I was kind of tempted to buy that. I was kind of tempted to buy that. My dad would have freaked out if I bought that. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the auction right there. That's the end of it. So I bid on that thing, $34.5, sold for $35.5. I really think it was like a retail $38,000 car. So not much profit on that thing. But keep watching. I'm posting a whole YouTube video tomorrow. Thank all you guys for staying with me this long. You guys go out there, have a great rest of the day. I need to start doing some business. I spent the whole morning and afternoon at this auction. So thank you guys for staying with me for all this time. And as always, none of this would happen without y'all, so I appreciate it very much. And y'all take care, okay? Have a great rest of the day.